Happy Thursday. Happy Friday Eve. This is Real Talk, and I am Demi Hendrix. What's going on, everybody? Got an excellent show scheduled for you guys tonight. Just want to give you a few minutes to come on in. Why is it every time when I'm on time, y'all not on time? What's going on? I'll be trying to send the reminders. Come on, fam. Beat me here. Don't just meet me here. Beat me here. So come on in when you get here. I want you to just let me know you're here and share. Okay? You know the routine. Share. Let me see where I am at here. Got a great show planned for you tonight. And that's not the one I want. So come on in, give me a minute to get myself together because you guys know how I am. I've been having issues. So who's in the is house? What's up, Auntie? Hey, TT. Hey, E. What's up, Val? Hey, Bonus Baby. Don't forget to share, you guys. We got an excellent show scheduled for tonight. I am so excited. So once we get a few more people in here and we get people to share, and actually, let me do this. We're going to edit my privacy because I always forget. Share. It's ready. Come on in. Come on in. It is 7:16. We're going to get started in about 2 minutes. You guys, a couple more minutes. I'm so ready to have my guest on, talk about what he's been doing. Got a lot going on, great things, moving like grease lightning. He's doing his own thing. So come in, say, hey, how you doing? Let me know you're here. And don't forget to hit your share button. Please hit your share button. We're going to go on and get started. So ladies and gentlemen, I have, he's just an amazing man. He's been doing quite a bit here in Vegas. And we're going to talk about that a little bit. But the main thing is he has his own business called Bully Busters 702. Bully Busters 702 is what it exactly is. It's a Bully Busters business where he actually communicates with the Clark County school districts, and when they have like bully issues and that sort of thing. So we're going to bring him on in and let him tell you what he does. Hey, Keith.
Hey, what up, sis?
What's going on? Long time no see.
Love, peace, and hair grease.
Plenty of grease.
See, I had to get.
How long have you been growing though?
Yeah, I had to go get my hair done. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on here with you. I had to make sure my hair's done. I had to be looking fly. I can't be just on here. Yeah, I got to be. I got to be together. How you doing over there?
I'm good. I am so honored and excited to have you on my show. Thank you, number one, for coming and being here. Number two, there's so much to cover. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, we have enough time?
We got enough time. I'm gonna have you out of here by 8.
By 8? I don't think you can do it.
Not before.
I don't think you can do it.
Let's go.
All right,
Mr. Bowen.
Yes, ma'am.
I know, with everything that you're doing, it all started when you moved here from New York, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what were you doing prior to Bully Busters and Big Keith? What were you doing prior to that?
Well, pretty much, if everybody know me, I was doing a lot of radio. I was doing a lot of product placement. I was working FUBU. I was working record labels. I was doing a lot of stuff like that, like going to the Oprah show. I was going to the movie sets, dressing celebrities. So that was always my thing, and doing tours. I did all the screen tours. I did shows. So that was my thing. I did promotions, street promotions. So I had about 5 or 6 record labels, and I went to different cities and I did street promotions. And then I did it in Vegas, and it was pretty much a job. You figure you got 5 or 6 record labels paying you $1,000 a month to put posters up and flyers and do parties. That's a life.
Yeah.
But on the downtime, I created a couple of nonprofits. The first one I created was Big Keith's House, where I started in a community center, and then the bullying started coming, and that came into a whole different arena. So I was always in the entertainment. That was mostly what I was doing. And after when I had my downtime, I was always working in the community. So like say if I wasn't on tour or something, I was always working at the Cambridge. You know, I worked for Clark County. So, you know, I was working part-time there. So I was always in the gym and doing stuff. So, you know, it was it was a lot of I had fun.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
So, on a more serious note, I was reading in your bio the reason why you started Bully Busters. Um, Tell us that story. What was it that gave you that light bulb of creating Bully Buster 702?
Well, everybody that know me, and I'm telling the people that don't, I ain't gonna say how old I am. Yes, I am, because I don't care. I'll be 60 years old next year. I ain't tripping. So everybody save your money, because next year is gonna be, I'm shutting the whole city down. That's right.
I'll be
So
there.
yeah, so 1981, I just won a state championship, and I was trying to go into college, and I was going to St. John's. That was one of the schools that I picked, but I had to get my science grade up. And you got to understand, you know, I just won a state championship. I'm walking around school with the big head. I didn't even, to be honest, I didn't even know I had a science class, because science was after lunch. And since I didn't won a state championship for 2 years, so I pretty much didn't have to go to class. You know, that's when I found out about boosters. They say, hey, don't worry, play basketball.
Yeah.
Play basketball.
Don't show up for class.
Yeah, so I had a couple of schools, and I really wanted to go to St. John's, but I had to get my science grade up. So they brought me in the office and said, Slim, you got to get your science grade up, which I was baffled. I knew I had it on my schedule, but I pretty much didn't go. But I had a 62 in it. So they said, hey, you're going to get your tutor. We're going to get your grades up. Science, you just need that science. You can get in St. John's. So they said you need a tutor. So me being a basketball player, I thought I was getting a cute girl. You know, come on, man. Who you gonna come on? You know, you ain't gonna give me. I gotta have a cute girl. So I go in the library and I see two people. So I see a dude just as dumb as me, and then I see Matt. He's a football player. He was dumb as me, and then was Matt. It was just us three in there, and I know he wasn't teaching me, because I knew I was a little smarter than him.
Oh my goodness.
So I worked with Matt for 2 weeks, got my grade from a 63 to a 75. Give me a round of applause, everybody. We'll take a minute so I can get all the applause. Thank you. It was hard, but I did it. It was hard. 2 weeks later, Matt committed suicide for being bullied. So now you got to understand, I was with this guy for 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And I never knew it. But what it was, after I was leaving in the hallway for that first week, he was walking with me. So everybody was looking at him like, oh, Matt, cool, hanging with, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's paying attention to him. Before, didn't nobody notice him. So with that being said, we went to state championship. We came back. They called me in the office and told me that Matt committed suicide. Yeah, and he left a note saying the last 2 weeks was the best 2 weeks he had in his life. And that was 1981. And then that following month, I lost my mother from cancer, and my dad committed suicide. So, so that was a whole month. I was 17 years old, so I've been on taking care of myself. I went through college, went and played a little basketball. I had my family support me, but I made it. And people don't. Everybody got a story. You know, your story makes who you are now. People don't know unless you tell them. People look at you as seeing all the finished product, but they don't know the nights where you sit here and, you know what I'm saying, you got to be working when ain't nobody else working, because you work for yourself. It's not like it's not waking up and going to work for nobody. You wake up and, like, people ask me what days I have off. I said, that was cute. What kind of dude, I don't have no days off. That was cute. I was like, well, thank you. You know, I got to make a time off, but what I do is so much that goes into it, you know, it's addicting. You know, because people need you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I commend you. You know, took a tragedy and turned it into success. and
Oh,
you're
let me
helping
tell
other
you.
people.
Right now, we got about 280,000 kids in my whole network.
Oh, wow. That's
Let me
awesome,
tell
Keith.
you. And what's so cool about it, like I'm old. I tell everybody I'm old. Them kids are doing it. I'm not, I want everybody to know I'm not doing none of this stuff. Like posting all that cartoons, all that the flyers, everything. I don't do that stuff. I just post it. You got these are some amazing kids with the cartoons and
Yeah.
that I don't people think that Big Keith you doing. They know good and well I ain't doing all this stuff. I can't I can't do all this stuff. I'm like the Mr. T of bullying. I'm like the new age Mr. T. You
Right.
know, they don't know who Mr. T is, but the old heads say they know who Mr. T is because I wear my jewelry, you know what I'm saying? And the guards are down. I wear fly sneakers. You got to be sharp because them kids will get on you. You know, they
Yes,
get you.
they will.
You know, so I got to be sure. I got to be fly all the time. So, you know, I can't be
Right.
slipping on. Yeah, I can't be slipping on my game. You know. So,
So tell everybody who I know how you function because you've actually came to my grandson's rescue and just this little short story about how you and I connected about what 5 years ago now.
yeah.
I gave Keith a call. I saw you posted up on Facebook, Bully Busters, blah blah blah. You were all over the radio. You was just everywhere. So my grandson came home and a couple days in a row, just like acting out, acting out, acting out.
Change,
What is
changes,
wrong with him?
different.
And come to find out, when we finally sat him down to ask him what was going on, he let us know that he was being bullied. And I immediately went to my Facebook page and inboxed you. You called me that same night. And the funny thing is, I'll never forget our conversation because I was telling you, I was angry and you were just so calm and you was like, calm down, grandma,
Calm down.
calm down, yah. And when you said, don't worry about it, we're going to have this taken care of tomorrow. I says, well, what time do you want me to meet you at the school? He said, oh, I don't need you to come to school. He said, trust. He said, when they see me, when they see me walk into the school and I'm
That's
not
it.
scheduled there for anything, they know it's a problem. And honest, I don't think we spoke after that. I think the next
Yeah,
time
you
we spoke,
called me.
we were, yeah.
Yeah, it was
So
over.
it was over. Never had a problem with it again. So tell everybody what that looks like when someone calls you a situation that their child is being bullied. What does that look like on the inside for you? How does that work?
Okay, let me tell you pretty much what it is. I created this 24-hour hotline because that was one thing that the kids, you got to understand, the kids were telling me what they needed that would help them. So I don't want everybody to think that I'm like this genius or everything. The kids was like, I had to talk to them because people think this is real life stuff people go to. You know,
Yeah,
if anybody that was bullied, they remember the day, they remember the time, they remember what they ate, they remember if it was rainy, they remember exactly what happened. I don't care if it's 20 years ago, they remember. So with
it's
that
true.
being said, I asked them, I said, what if I can do something for you guys? What you want? They said, first, we need something where we can call and somebody can pick up the phone. So me being the person that I am, I said, man, that's a service. But then I had to pick a service because people ain't calling happy. You know,
Right.
they ain't calling like, yay, let me talk to Big Keith. You know, everybody,
I
yeah,
wasn't.
everybody
I
that
think
call that hotline, they say, hey, we need Big Keith like not today, yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right.
I had to have a service. I had to get a service, and I want to thank Anson that they've been with me for the whole 10 years because they had to make a department just for training people to answer the phone that it done got so big now. It done
Wow.
got so big where we get 30 calls a month. When the pandemic,
Wow.
when the pandemic, I had over 25 calls a week. So
Wow.
now you got to understand that I'm taking these calls. Now, what they do, they answer the answer. You see that you call and leave a message, they send it to my phone, so it's like right away. It don't like I don't get it tomorrow, or after you call. If you call at 7:05, 7:06, I got the message. So
Right.
now, right then, I got a call. So now you got to think. I'm getting calls at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock. Now you got this is a 24-hour hotline. I've been doing this for 10 years, answering the phone. I
Oh
mean,
my gosh.
I was on the phone last Sunday at 3 o'clock in the morning. I didn't say one word until 3:45.
Oh my goodness. So
So it's a And so when
What's
you
your
call,
intervention? Go ahead. Go ahead.
after you call and I call you, I pretty much take the temperature. You know what I'm saying? Because my first thing now, we helped about 5 years ago, we passed the Haley law, and I want everybody to listen. In school, it's 24 hours or 48 hours that you have that if somebody report bullying in the school, they have to go in and check in on that baby. They have to make sure it's good, it's nothing going on. See, a lot of schools is not going to tell you that because that means you have a safety defense. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always tell everybody, unless it's something that got a little bit past it, I let them go and make an appointment and say, hey, this is what's going on. This is what's happening with my kid. Then after that, they got 24 hours to 48 hours to respond back to you. So if they don't, that's when I come in. Ho, ho, ho. That's when I come in. So when I come in with the rules. See, it's a whole different ball game when you know the rules. See, y'all don't know the rules. Y'all going on emotion right now. Everybody, I don't care. Everybody's on emotions when it's about their baby. I don't care. Let me tell you, I got gangsters calling me where their kids is getting bullied. They're ready to go to school and beat up everybody in the school. You know, they said, man, I don't know what's wrong with this boy. He talking about he getting bullied. I'm like, bro, I don't know. You a gangster. You know, you can't go up and beat up. You can't beat everybody back to school. We got to protect them. We got to do it right. So somebody got to know the rules. So I got to be the one with the rules because y'all ain't got no rules. Y'all ain't ready for no rules. Y'all ready to go see what's going on. Who messing with my baby? My baby ain't right, so you ain't gonna be right. And so what I do, I calm y'all down first. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sense of it because as soon as you go in there, screaming and hollering, that triggers that mechanism for them to back off you. So they're not gonna help you. It's a proven fact. This is all I do. I do this like 24 hours. I don't do nothing else. Besides, I go to the store and the clothing store that I have, general population, then we have the studio. But this is what I do 24 hours. After I get off the phone with you, I got 2 calls I have to make.
Wow.
You know, so after we do the temperature, now after we pass that Haley law, I got the rule. I know all the rules now. You know, and every school has to go by it. You know, you have 24 to 48 hours. They have to call. You have to check in on that baby. You got to make sure everything is squashed. If not, here I come. And that's what, when I got to the schools and I sat up with the board and all of them, I told them everything that I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm an independent contractor. I'm an independent contractor. So I can do things and say things other people can't. You know, you know, so then if it falls, it's just gonna fall on me but still, I'm gonna know the rules. You know, that's like me jumping. Yeah, I know the rules in my game. You know, we can talk about bullying all day. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to talk about something else, I might have to call somebody and get some information. I don't have no problem doing that because I know everybody. And trust me, if I need to know something, I got a bunch of people I can call from the Lou Collinses, and you know, there's so many people that I can just call. Craig Knights is just a lot of people where I got phone calls where even when I have my days, because you know I'm human too. You know, when you have a parent tell you, thank you for giving me my kid's life, how much money you think you can pay me for that?
Right.
You know, people said, Big Keith, how much money you need? I said, man, you couldn't pay me enough money for what I do. You know,
that's awesome.
If it was about money, I wouldn't be here right now. You know,
it is.
Yeah, when you give and you do what you're supposed to do, I sleep good at night. I sleep great at night. I don't bother nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm helping every time I can. Last week, I just did shoes for the kids I have in my classroom. I got clothes, shoes. So if a kid come in my classroom looking a little, you know, I dress them. And then they go home and the parents say thank you. And, you know, I'm in the concrete. I don't just sit in the office. I don't just sit in the office and wait for people to come back and tell me what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of CEOs do. They let some people go in the field and they come back and tell you, no, I'm in the field. So you can't tell me what's going on because I'm seeing it. I'm in a school. I'm in a school Monday through Friday from 7 in the morning to 4 o'clock. That's 570 kids that I deal with every day that's not in good moods.
Wow.
So now, even with school, nobody's in a good mood every day. You got to understand, a lot of kids go through stuff before they even get to school.
Yeah, it's true.
Hungry. Yeah. You don't know. Then with the pandemic, just getting away from the parents, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's a new age now. You know, it ain't big mamas and all that where, you know, we got parents trying to work, trying to raise kids. You know what I'm saying? it's a whole new era. So with the kids coming back to
Absolutely.
school, they need that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like a cool down. And what's so good for me at the school, the counselors get to do work because the kids that's just having a bad day, they don't get to, you know, we don't suspend no kids and they're having bad days. Everybody had bad days. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And that's why when I deal with the kids, when they crying or doing, first of all, I say, calm down. Calm down. I can't understand you while you crying. You know, I got it. Even with grown-ups, I do with the kids, same thing I do with y'all. Calm down. Let's talk about it. You know, I gotta be that balance, and I'm good
Yeah.
with it. And sometimes it
Yeah.
get to me because even when I get home, and sometimes, you know, the first time I got a call where I was on a line with somebody that's ready to commit suicide, and I had to stay on the phone with her until the police got there. So that was
Wow.
like one of the biggest. That was like one of the biggest moments, and I was like on the phone for like 25 minutes trying to tell her no, you know, like trying to talk about stuff until the police got in the house. And then when the police got in the house, they found the parents' drugs. And that's another thing I want to talk about is
Mm.
kids try drugs in the house now, you guys. So if you got medicine in the house that's not locked up, that's where they try it at. So if you got ibuprofen or anything that they tried at the house, they'll Google anything and it'll tell you what they do. Right
Sure
now, if you
does.
have a medicine, you got to lock your medicine up, y'all. You might think that they're not, and you might think something's missing, which really is missing. You got to keep it away,
Hmm.
especially if you got teenagers in the house. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
that's what they try most of the stuff in the house.
Right.
Everything happened. Everything happened in the house. You learn what's in the house. You don't learn outside and come in your house. Everybody
It's
learn the
true.
same thing, but but when you go outside, the kids do different. Now we can have 4 kids in the house got taught the same thing, but all 4 ain't gonna go outside and do the same thing.
Right.
See, you got to
Right.
understand.
Exactly.
Now they still got the values in their head, but they got to be somebody who they want to be outside. And
Right.
that's why when bully buses, everybody, even with me, everybody's different. Everybody's different.
Yeah. Every
That's a fact.
situation is unique.
Everybody's different in every situation. That's a fact. I don't look like you. You don't look like me. I like stuff you don't like. You know, we different, and everybody in the world is
Right.
different. So with that being said, you know, I had a kid used to wear the Burger King hat all the time. Kids used to pick at him, right? He used to like wearing the Burger King hat. I thought it was cute. It used to match his clothes, but you know, everybody's messing with me. But that was him. After a while, they
Right.
start liking him because when he didn't have it on, they was looking for it. You know, so
Right.
everybody is different, and you got to deal with everybody deals with everything different. And with kids now, kids see a lot of stuff that's going on with the parents, like when the bills is due. A lot of kids know what's going on in the house more. You know, a kid came to school and said,
Right.
"Mom, she's stressed out." I said, "Why you stressed out? Mommy done put daddy out. I don't know where he gonna go." I'm like, "Oh
Right.
Lord, she's in second grade."
Second grade.
Yeah, she in second grade telling me that daddy got put out last night. You know they
Oh
talk.
my
Let me tell you.
goodness.
Let me tell you. This
Our
year I
babies
got
are dealing with things they shouldn't have to.
listen. This year I got kindergarten, first grade, second grade. That is comedy. You can't even make this
Yeah, I
up.
bet.
They tell the truth. If they don't like
Yes,
something,
they
they don't
do.
like it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If somebody's doing something, so me teaching them conflict resolution now is so funny because you have to explain to them like why.
Hmm.
You can't just say don't do that.
Just yeah,
You
right.
can't just say stop. You gotta say
Right.
why you need to stop.
Right.
Yeah, grown kids you can say stop, you know, but the younger kids you gotta explain why you saying stop. So they gotta sit
Exactly. You
and
gotta explain everything. You
yeah.
gotta explain
So
everything.
I get a lot of kids that in some classes when they're having a bad moment, they ask to come in my class. And that's fine because they get a cool down. They get a cool
Right
down and they
on.
go in. So what I start doing it in different places, boys and girls clubs, other schools, and it's been working. I'm not doing nothing different. I'm not doing nothing special. I'm just the cool down. I'm the balance. And long as I
That's
stay
what's up.
long as I stay the balance, it's going to work for me. It's going to work for me
Right.
because now you got to come down and communicate with me. I don't go to you. I make you have
Right.
to come down to me. So when people holler at you, what you gonna do? You holler back. So, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
am not about
yeah.
to play with you.
If you holler at me, I'm hollering back at you. So if
Okay.
yeah, that's how arguments start. You hollering, I'm hollering.
It's
You hollering,
true.
and so
It's
me, I
true.
don't holler. I try to take control of the situation, and a lot of it be situations where you just having a bad day. You know,
Right.
Everybody had. I go when I go into class. I do this every day. I say, kid, how many people in a good mood today? Out of 20 kids, maybe 5 will raise their hand.
That's
You
how it
know,
goes. That's how it goes.
and they just got to school, so you don't know what happened at the house if they ate. You know, I had a parent the other day saying that their kid came home with a full lunch. That wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? Why my baby didn't eat? You know, I get, and this from other schools now. My school is fine. I get calls from other schools. Just like when you
Wow.
call, you know, my school is fine because I'm there. You know, they got me hands on, but other schools
Right.
don't. So other schools
Right.
don't. So I'm you guys balance. Because if you go in there screaming, they ain't gonna listen to you. They ain't gonna put you on the back burner. But if you come in with somebody representing you that know what they talking about, they got to go by. They
Hmm.
can't break the rules. And a
So
lot of people don't understand.
do you ever have to address the parents?
Yes, yes,
So the parents are typically involved in the intervention. It's not
everything.
just school
Every-
staff.
I can't. There's no way I can. There's no way that'll work for me because this is why I have to have the parenting because I can't be in your house all the time. I
Okay.
can't. So when I do the parent and the kid, I put them closer together and what they need to do. So I don't have to. I can't be in everybody's house. So
Absolutely.
a lot of it is just communication.
Yep.
You know, mama wanted one way, they ain't doing it that way. You know what I'm saying? Now you're in a situation where now, you know, the kids are seeing more and knowing more. You thinking they ain't seen a
Right.
lot and they seen a lot. So now you got to
Right.
deal with them on that level. So,
Right.
you know, so now I put you in a position where now you're communicating with your kid. Because like I said, I talk to a lot of kids. I can't be in everybody's house. So I
Right.
make the program where the parents, everybody's involved. And even later on, I never stop, like with you, I've never stopped talking to you guys because
Mm-mm.
I talk to parents every day. Somebody call me, or other day I got some cookies, I got some donuts. One parent keeps sending me flowers. I keep sneezing, but I keep taking these flowers. You know, it's something I'm stuck. I can't just talk to you and help you and don't communicate with you. Because after you
Right.
do, because I like to see you happy. You know, my thing is to see the happy where you like, is this happening again? Like with your family, you ain't got to worry about
Exactly.
that. You know, your baby back to normal. You know,
Right.
running around, you know, having fun. You're supposed to know your baby. You're supposed to know when they're happy.
Exactly.
You're supposed to know when they're happy, mad, sad, sick, really sick, plain sick. You're supposed to know all that. So if your kid
Right.
acting kind of weird, you're supposed to know that as soon as they walk in the door.
Right.
You know, your kid
Exactly.
going your kid going in the room, staying by themselves and doing weird stuff. No, we need to sit down because something. No,
Yeah.
we're not
Yeah.
gonna let this go on because now when it go on, they thinking of bad stuff.
Yes. Yes.
So when you
Indeed.
think it's gonna get built up, and like I tell kids, it's like a soda can. If you shake it, you shake it. If you hit the top, what happens? It explodes.
It's going to
So
close. Yeah.
what you trying to do is not get that explosion and try to find somebody. And what I try to
Yeah.
do, even if it ain't the parents, and a lot of kids meet their grandparents, I always give them a safe person. You know, I'm your safe person, but now you need mommy, grandma. Who's your safe person? You know, I make them pull a family member out that they feel comfortable with. That's their safe person.
Absolutely. That's great,
So
Keith.
after
You
after I leave
doing
that house, I'm just calling, checking on you. You need something, or that's it. Because now you got your house back and you got your baby back. And
right.
you can't pay me enough. People say, "Oh, Big Keith, you should be rich." I am rich. I sleep good, I'm healthy. I can go anywhere. Everybody know me. I got a truck with my face on it. Everywhere I go, my face is on it. The
Yeah.
police, the police know me. Every lawyers
Yes.
know, everybody know me. You know, police pulled me
Yes.
over the other day to get some coloring books. You know,
Right.
it
So
just
I wanted to just kind of touch on the other portion of Bullbusters. You have a cartoon.
oh girl, these kids is crazy. These kids are phenomenal. They did They did a cartoon. Let me tell you how that started. I always tell them that they can't do nothing, but it cost me money for them to do it, so I did it. They needed a computer. It cost me about $1,400, but man, it was a good product. I'm
Wow.
glad. I'm glad the computer cost $800 and the program cost $400. So I had somebody donate the computer. Yeah, because you know you got to understand And I want to tell people that have nonprofits or things like that, there's a lot of rich business people out here.
Yeah.
You don't have to get grants. A lot of us talk to millionaires and billionaires. We talk to them every day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they'll help you if you have a plan and you're doing something. And I have a couple of people that I reach out to, and they do well, and they write it off. It's a nonprofit. So if they donate, if you got a real business, you can donate to Bully Busters because you get to write off at the end of the year, and then you're doing something good. So a lot of real businesses, it makes sense. And now with the bullying the way it's going, and I'm doing so much with, they got the cartoon. They created the cartoon where these are real stories that they came from in their head. So each one get their own story. So we're doing about 6 cartoons that we're in the process of doing, and each episode is one is gossip, one is stealing. Each episode has one thing that kids go through. And it's real stuff. You can't make this stuff up. See, this was so good about it. I can't say, oh, I'm making this up. People go through this. You know, let me tell you, I had a grown lady call the Bully Buster hotline, and she played me a message that somebody was, saying mean stuff to her. And I told her that, that sounded like domestic violence. And she said that was her boss. So now, grown people's calling my hotline now. But, you got to think, y'all got HR.
I should have called you a year ago.
Y'all got HR. Y'all got HR. The kids ain't got HR.
There's no HR. There was no HR. I was the HR. I removed my own self. How about that?
Let that be the reason. Let that be the reason. But grown folks, y'all got HR. Y'all got HR. Don't be bothering me to talk about y'all mess. So the kids got the cartoon, and they did four sequels of it, that came after their brain, and it was just phenomenal. It took over, and that's when kids now I'm doing voices because it got so big. I'm doing voices. I'm gonna get ready to do in December, where I'm going around to the schools and they're gonna write essays, and I'm gonna be grabbing kids to do voices for the next 6 episodes.
Oh, that's awesome, Keith.
Yeah, so I'm getting ready. Yeah, I got a couple of things that I'm brewing for Christmas. My action figure, I just got 500 pre-orders for my action figure. Look, I got an action figure now with tights on, with a cape on the back. I got 500. They got to change my outfit. I'm gonna have to change my outfit. They don't put tights on me. I got a cape on the back.
You making me dry. Hold on.
Look, I said when I seen it, I said, what? Can I have some clothes to change into this? Can I have like some clothes? They got a cape on me, got my dreads in a cornrow. I said, and I got 500 pre-orders. Unbelievable.
Wow.
So now
tell everybody where they can get or see the cartoon. Where can we see
right now they just got the trailer that we got on Bully Busters on YouTube. You can go and see the trailer of it. I'm not gonna let nothing out. I sent to like my private people the new stuff, like you and like a lot of people that's close to me. I like to test it out on you guys first, and get you guys' reaction because it has to make sense. So before I hit the platform, it'll be December, and by that time there's a couple of TV networks that's looking for it. So these kids are phenomenal, and like I said, the kids awesome. they doing the voices, they doing everything. I don't do anything but sit back now, and I get emotional sometimes. I'm a big baby because when you see kids doing something and just giving them opportunity to do it, and then they accomplish it, and then what it is, they're working together. See, with Bully Busters, even in the class, when you come to class, if me and you don't get along in my class, y'all get along because everybody works together. So it's like together. Yeah, it's 5 tables and 5 people is at a table, and that's a radio station. So at school, it's like tables, and you guys have to work with each other. You got just like a radio station. You got news, sports, weather. You run a radio station, then I come home and I load it in, and it's on there. It's 24 hours, and they do a regular radio station, and it crashed.
Wow.
It crashed when the COVID came because everybody was home. So what I did, I put about 60 games, some games, learning games on it. So now the kids was on there. It crashed. I had about 20,000 kids on it, and the kids they was worried. It's like it crashed. I said, that's good. I said, that's good. Yeah, even though I got to pay more money to get more people, but it's good for them because everybody. You can't fake this. People people are getting bullied. People are killing themselves every day. We are losing kids. With the
Yeah.
pandemic, we lost 38 kids that committed suicide. Nobody knows about it. So now they
Listen.
got the coloring book. They do the coloring book every month where all the information's in. They do 5,000 books. They got the new app that you can download where they making like a kid's book where you're gonna be in the app and kids can go on there and talk to each other. It's not gonna be able to put their face, you're gonna be able to put characters and they'll be able to play games and they're in their own little world. Only person they can talk to is me. That's it.
Remarkable.
So I'm having a great time, and people think it happened overnight. You know how long I've been doing this, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how many doors got slammed in my face. They laughed at me. Nobody wanted to help me. So what I did, I put my money on me. And
Amen. Investing in yourself is the best investment.
yeah, I don't. Nobody don't know. Just like your dream, what you're doing right now, that's not nobody else. That's your dream.
That's
So
me.
nobody's not gonna support or do what you're doing for you like you.
Right.
People can sit around and say, "Oh, these people do this for me." No, if you don't wake up every morning I wake up aching. I'm old. You know, I got a little arthritis. I play basketball. I'm old. I get up. You know what I'm saying? But what makes me get up, knowing that somebody might need me, that's something for me to get up to reach. My phone wakes up in the morning. I get texts from people, "Good morning," for kids that I done help. So when my alarms goes off, it's telephone numbers, people telling me good morning. You know, that helps me get up.
Yeah.
And you gotta have that. And then people said, "Big Keith, you young." I said, "Yeah, I stay young because I'm around kids all the time, and they, you know, their energy. My energy is their energy. So if they're down, yeah. So I got to keep everybody up all the time. Sometimes I'm tired, but I do it.
I'm just gonna read some through my comments. I'm coming, y'all. I just gotta.
I told her she ain't gonna do it by 8 o'clock.
Keith done took over my show.
Ah! I told y'all it's going down, and y'all can listen to it. I told you. Don't get me talking.
Let me just take some comments real quick from Facebook.
Hey, everybody.
So Lachey, my cousin Lachey Williams says, "Wow." I saw my cousin say something about she wanted her granddaughter to see the cartoon. So
yeah, you can go to the website.
Sherry, as soon as he release it, I'm on it. Hey, Ronald, welcome to Real Talk.
Real Talk, what's up? That's my people.
Welcome to Real Talk, Ronald.
They remember when I started years ago too.
Nikki. Yeah. So real quick, let us know. And what I want you to do is put a plug in to where we could find you. My little cousin is saying send me the information. So your number for Bully Busters 702 and website is
29. The Bully Buster website is bullybuster702.org. That's with a 24-hour radio station. You'll see all the games, everything that the kids can go on in and have fun. Don't have to worry about nobody inboxing them or anything. Then we have the 24-hour hotline at 702-292-5023. And then you can go to Bully Buster on YouTube and see all the stuff that Tessie and them started and years when they first started and me getting into the schools and, you know, because my program, they brought my program into school. You know, this is like a special. You know how special you have cooking and drama. This is something that now kids is picking this because we got the radio station in the school. So what I do with the school, I have them talk about it on the radio. I tape it there, then I come home and load it back here in the computer and I monitor it and it runs 24 hours. It's a regular radio station. They talk about it.
Dope.
On the weekend, they got talk shows. They have now we've been doing a lot of stuff with people overseas because it's an internet show. So people, London, France, yeah. I done been to the people in Atlanta. That's how I got to Atlanta. That the kids, somebody I knew out there put their family on. One of the school principals seen me on there. They flew me out there. I was like a rock star. I was out there for like a week. I did 2 schools. And now
that's amazing.
Yeah, and I did online. What was amazing that when the pandemic, I was still online because now you got kids home.
Yeah.
You know, and that was a whole. That means I had I had like classes. I had like over 30 kids in the class every day. So I still had to, they in their rooms, then you got
And
a couple of,
wouldn't you say that some of, I won't say most, but some of these our youth are at home with their bullies? I lived with mine,
yeah,
so I knew.
you got to understand,
I lived with my bully.
everybody's house is different. Everybody
Right,
communicate different. When you remember
right,
when you was growing up, you can go to some people's house and go in their refrigerator, jump on their furniture. Then you had some people's house you couldn't do that. Like my mama house, you had to go sit your butt. Everybody's house is learned different. Some people holler in their house. Some people say, "Hey, baby." Some people say, "Get over here, sit out." That's how they communicate. So
right.
now, when you get outside, that's how you communicate because you think that's how you got to communicate to everybody. So now, when you're in the house, you defending yourself with your brothers and your sisters, whatever, because that's how y'all
Yeah,
communicate. So now,
yeah.
when you go to school, you doing that to other people, but then you're doing it to the people that don't understand it because their house is nice and quiet.
Exactly,
Their house is
exactly.
quiet. They don't get all this noise and rah-rah. You can just be having fun, and they looking at you like, what's wrong with you? So everybody's
Right,
different, man. And it don't be the kids that you gotta with the parents. They just gotta tell the kids that they gotta understand that. Sometimes kids are not excited as you because your
yeah,
house is excited. A lot of kids' house is calm. A lot of parents,
yeah.
they got a lot of kids got routines, but then you got a lot of kids that don't have routines where they in the house doing what they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Because
They
mom
run
and dad's
around.
not there.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
run around tearing up the house. Mom and them hollering. They out in the front, cousins and them in the barbecue. Then you got calm houses where they teaching their kid, tie their shoe, how to spell.
right.
You
Trying
got
to be parents.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then they got to run into the kids, the different parents, and then them parents run to each other and they look at each other strange because they was raised different. Because if you touch my,
Right,
you looking at me, I was raised one way, and then I'm looking at you, you was raised one way, so we're gonna react different.
right. It's
Me,
true.
yeah, me and you went to two different things. So you might say something to me that I think is cool, and I might take it as offensive.
Right,
Like
exactly.
I might tell you, you need to talk to your kid and talk to your calm them down. You might take it. What you mean? Why I gotta do? Why I gotta talk to my
Why I
kid?
gotta
Why
calm
they?
down?
Yeah. What about your kid? You know what I'm saying? So now you're going back and forth. So what you just got to do, and that's why when I be the mediator, I get both of them. I don't get nobody
Right.
but when I got the parents, I let them both have it. That's the best time. I love that because now they got to listen because now they there. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You can't be the only one cussing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't be there. After a while, you're gonna feel out of place. Like, okay, we done cussing. We did that already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's when I come in. I was
I've been in situations
like,
where, and of course, this is like when my girls were older, like late teens, maybe like going into adulthood, where I would be popping off,
yeah,
and then it would it would be quiet for a minute because everybody would escape to their room, and then once somebody came out or something and asked me a
back,
question, I pop off again, and they
back,
like, "Well, damn, mom."
yeah, they wait. Yeah, and so when they get outside, everybody's defensive because that's what they're
Yeah.
gonna do.
Yeah. So Keith, what do you have coming up next? What do you got going on in the near future that you can talk about or give a hint about?
Okay, well, I ain't gonna tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. We're gonna keep this secret.
Okay, go
All
tell
right.
nobody.
We ain't gonna tell nobody, but what I'm getting ready to do next month, I'm getting ready to do a big thing at the schools. I'm getting ready to do a school tour. So what I'm doing now is picking schools and see this is phenomenal where I have the schools, I know a lot of schools don't have the money and then with the COVID and all that. So what I
Yeah.
did, I got somebody to sponsor 10 schools for me to go to.
Awesome.
And when I go to schools, I bring artists, I'll have kids,
Yes.
what I try to do is get the student union. Every school I go to, I get the student union involved in it because I have to leave stuff there. I can't be everywhere. And my whole thing is when I go places, I have to make an impression where I walk in a room where, I gotta understand, I talked to like 200 and 300 kids. 3 years ago, I talked to the freshmen at UNLV. So that was big. Imagine. I was talking to all the freshmen going into UNLV. So I talk from kids all the way up and I have to tailor it. But when I leave a place, I have to leave it going. I have to leave people that's going,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have to leave people to keep doing it. And every month
Yeah.
I send them stuff just to go over. You know what I'm saying? They have their own thing that now they come to each other. See, that's my whole thing. We can agree to
Yeah.
disagree. My thing is we can agree to disagree all the time. But as soon as you get in my
Right.
space and start touching me, now we got a situation.
We got
You know, yeah, because me and my buddies do it every football season. We argue about what team. We might not even talk on that game, but tomorrow we still friends. You know what I'm saying?
right.
You know,
So
and
someone is asking, and we talked about this before we went up on live. Someone is asking, do you have any kids?
yeah, I got a bunch of kids. I got 4 kids. I got little Keith. I had to name somebody after me. I wish I could have named all my kids Keith, but they wouldn't let me. I got 2 daughters. I got Keontae, Michaela, and Eliza, and they all work bully buses. They all, and what's so funny is that when you work on your own business, and that's what I'm saying, when you're in the house and people seeing you like work your own, I do everything. So at my house, I got awards and all that. So my kids in the back of their head like, this is what I want to do, Dad. This, you got to give your kid. So my son, I want him to play basketball because I played. He played it. He did everything I needed him to do, but he's still himself. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
He wanted to cut hair. Now he's getting ready to be a trainer. He went and played basketball. He graduated. All my kids graduated. Everybody's doing good. And so you got to understand, with me having kids, I'm glad people say that, because you got to understand, I work with other people's kids all the time. So that means I had to take time from my kids to work with other kids. But what I did with that, I put my kids involved so they can hear the stories, so they can see this kid crying, so they can be like, Dad. So now they looking at us like, they need us. It ain't me no more.
Right.
See? It ain't me. It ain't Dad just leaving. Sometimes I need them. I need them.
Absolutely.
So when I get calls on the hotline, and like my daughter, she's the emotional one. I can't let Michaela listen too much. Eliza want to go get everybody. Look, she's like, Dad, who's doing what? My kids is crazy, man. We be on the phone, man. Everybody got their own way of trying to handle it, and I got to even calm them down, because they check a lot of the messages. Because for the last 5 years, I got my kids doing it, because, like I said, I'm not gonna be here forever.
Absolutely. And I just love the fact that you not only pour into your community, but you're also, you started at home. And
I had to.
They're in the community with you.
I couldn't go in the community without making sure. Now, my kids had their days now. I said I had to be a dad too. I had a couple of gangsters for a minute. My daughter was a gangster for a minute. She went through her phase, but I was right there with her. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still a dad too. You know what I'm saying? And one person asked me, they said, Big Keith, if you didn't have kids, you think you'd be able to do what you do? I said, pretty much not. No,
well, thank God. Real. Thank God that he had a plan for you.
When I talk to people that don't have kids and they try to communicate with kids, it's like playing Scrabble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And even with raising little Keith as a single dad, when I had babysitters, I had people like me. It's like me, I passed them in. So if I was doing homework and I can pass them to you, it's like passing. That's where the community's coming at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The community helped raise my son, the Luz and everybody else. They helped. I didn't do it by myself. The AKs, and I had to bring some women in too. I had a son.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to bring some women in, because I had to bring some sisters. I had to bring some other people to talk the same talk I was talking. Because we can talk in the house all day, but if you ain't got nobody else outside talking the same talk, they looking at you like, well, Dad, you the only one thinking like this. And that's how kids think. But when you keep hearing it from other people, then you're seeing other people doing positive things. Now you want to outdo yourself. So now my kids is at the stage where, they helping each other with each business.
That's awesome. Real quick, we have Mr. Jeremy. Hey,
Jeremy, my man.
We appreciate what you do, Big Keith.
Man, I love Mr. Jeremy. He always supported me from day one.
I do too.
Every time he having them things, I'm out of town, but I'm gonna slide in the next one, Mr. Jeremy. I'm telling you. It seems like every time I'm out of town, he want to do like a party with over 3,000 people, and who does that?
A sold-out party.
That's the only person in the world could call a party in a week or two, and everybody and their mamas in there, and they. But I'm out of town. That's all right, Mr. Jeremy. I'm gonna be at the next one. Yeah, you can inbox me for the next one.
Jeremy.
Yeah, I'm coming for you, man.
He's doing the bell. He killed me with that bell. He take that bell everywhere he go.
And let me tell you, I was using the bell at the school when people say weird stuff. I just hit the bell. Bing, bing. I was doing it at school. I ain't even tell them. I get to tell them. I got a bell at school at the front desk. When parents say something weird, I just hit the bell. Bing.
Right.
I don't even have to say that.
Jeremy said you better slide in like warm butter on top toast.
Oh, Lord. No, I need him to make a bully buster. I need him to make a bully buster cupcake or something. We need like a do a.
There you go.
Yeah, we need a bully buster cupcake or something. Much as you be selling them pies, man. I don't know what you put in the pies. You need to put that in my cupcakes so I can sell some cupcakes, man. I do. Me and him need to talk, Mr. Jeremy, man. I need a bully buster. Come on, man. I done did it long enough. Come on, give me a
right.
signature.
Give him a break.
Give me a signature cupcake, man.
Those cookies. Those potato cookies.
I'll take a cookie, top chocolate, because I'm chocolate. I'll do like a chocolate chip. I do like a chocolate chip.
Oh my God. So listen, Keith, I know you had something to do and you had some work to catch up on. I really appreciate you for being
No,
here.
I ain't got no work. I told you I ain't got no work. I canceled everything tonight. I'm stuck here with you.
Look at you. So we can talk.
We're gonna talk about the app. We're gonna talk about the app. We gotta talk about the app.
Yes,
and I want to talk about the app is getting ready to release. I'm sending it out to everybody. And pretty much in the app, it's gonna be a record button. And I want everybody get the kids to download it. It's gonna be released next month. I'm gonna keep letting you guys know. And we gotta understand it's gonna have a record button in it. So that means on their phone, they can press the record button and records for 3 hours. That's awesome. Like something. And see what's so funny? All the kids is creating this. I ain't had to like go to no techie guys. These kids are doing it like, oh, we gonna create something. They creating everything. And see, this is why I'd be so excited for them, because a lot of this stuff, even with them doing radio, these are jobs. A lot of them is going. A lot of them want to go for broadcasting now, because now they hear themselves. And what's so funny with their kids now? So their kids get on their phone and say they get ready to be on radio. What they do? They get on that internet and tell everybody.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
So now, when it crashed, I knew it was going to happen, because a lot of the kids are popular, and then it's something that's real. This is real. Yeah. This is real. They talking about real stuff. People getting bullied. People really hurting themselves. We're losing people every day. Know your family. Check on your family. Depression is, I'm telling you guys before, please check on everybody. It's okay to check on. Even if they don't check on you, that might not be their personality. Just check on them. Because everybody's living in there. Everybody has their own thing, and everybody put a mask on except me when they walk outside. See, I'm the same thing, but when I come inside, I'm not Big Keith. When I'm outside, I'm Big Keith. When I'm in my house, I'm Pow Pow, I'm Grandpa. It's a whole different, and everybody lives that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Everybody has their own things that they go through, and they fight, and everybody, can't nobody say, oh, my life is perfect. Oh, I do this great. And no. Everybody wakes up with something that's over them that they got to fight through. We all got ADD, if you ask me, we all got it. It's just our parents did, some of us got beat out of us. Some of us grew out. Some of us grew out of it, and some of us parents used it to get us medicine. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey, you can get some medicine. You know what I'm saying? But we all had it. We all had it. It ain't like, oh, these kids had it. Everybody got it. It's just that how your parents deal with it. You get it whipped out you, or you grow out of it, or then they just put you on some medicine, and then you be crazy for a minute, and that's it.
I'm surprised my daughter ain't ran out the room, because she had listen, I tell everybody, my baby was so bad. She was cute at it too. She was so bad. She was smiling in your face, and when you turned your back, I would swear she would put your cat in the microwave. She was. We called her Denise the Menace.
Listen, Cat Williams was telling one story where his son was running around, and after they had him AD, they gave him some medicine. He slowed all the way down. He used to be running around.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, you put some medicine, and their whole attitude change. They just laying around. They ain't thinking no more. They looking in the clouds. Now I don't want my baby like that. I'd rather walk them through it. And please, everybody, walk your babies through it. Y'all ain't like y'all was like the greatest kid. Don't be sitting around your kids acting like you the greatest kid. You know what I'm saying? Walk your kids through it. They gonna break through it. You don't have to put them on no medicine. You don't have to do that. put your babies. I'm telling y'all, if I catch you put
never
babies,
did.
if I catch you putting some the babies on that medicine, I'm gonna call Mr. Jeremy, and that's it. He's gonna put you on blast, and that's it.
Cause he gonna do it.
Yeah, don't let
And
Mr.
he gonna be so eloquent with it.
Oh yeah, and then he'll cut you up. And you won't even know what happened. He'll be nice about it. He'll be talking to you, cut you up, and next thing you know, you've been walked home, be like, "What just happened?" I do the same thing. I be like, "Cut you up."
You be like, "What did he just say?"
Yeah, what? Did he just cut me up?
Did he just?
Is that what just happened? So I just want everybody, you know, take care of each other. Watch out for everybody, kids. We still got the community. People got to understand the game ain't changed, just the players. You know, the kids like now with their music and all the other stuff. You know, back in the day we had our music. I think our music was a little better because at least we can send a song to a girl and she'll get it. Right now, you can't send a song to a girl unless you giving her a Percocet or you making her unconscious. And where I come from, that's the case. You know, I don't want to be with nobody unconscious. You know, give me some pills. No, I don't. That wasn't where I grew up at. You know, you want somebody to like be alive, have a pulse.
I can't.
Listen, I was looking to one of them rap songs. I was getting ready to carry my gun. I felt bad. I felt like I was. I ain't listening to that rap music. Man, I had to listen to some whispers. I listen to the old school music. Yeah, I don't listen to that rap music. That make you want to carry a gun. You looking around over your back. Is everybody watching? Lord have mercy, man. I ain't messing with them.
Carry a gun or break out and do a dance or something like that.
Yeah, you know,
That's surf one.
And the kids know all the songs and can't spell.
Tell the truth, Steve. Tell the truth.
Your kid can rap every song and can't pass a math test. So y'all need to put your energy. Come on, y'all. True. You know, just watch out. And see, they can't go and tell nobody on me. See, that's what's good about it. See, they can't go and say, "Oh, Big Keith said this," or "Big Keith." Who they gonna tell?
Who they gonna tell?
They can't go and tell nobody.
That is so funny.
They can call me and I'll give them mediation. They can call me on the hotline and I'll give them mediation. I said, you going through something. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
You be all right.
We love you, Big Keith. I love your spirit. I just love
I ain't doing nothing else.
I love what you do for our community. Again, just let everybody know where they can find you on social media and also with the app and Ghostbusters.
You get ready to say Ghostbusters. Lord have mercy. You get like McDowell's and McDonald's. It's not McDonald's, it's McDowell's. You know, they got the McDowell burger. You know, McDonald's is McDonald's, but we got the McDowell burger.
Exactly. So let everybody know where they can find you on social media and also
everything is Bully Buster 702. If you go to my Keith Bowen page, that's where I'll be doing the tip of the day. That's grown folk. But the Bully Buster got the Bully Buster Kid page. They got the 702 radio. They got the hotline. Everything is Bully Buster 702. Now, if you want to just hang out with me and I get tips of the day and stuff like that, that's my Keith Bowen page. That's where the grown folks, we hang out, we laugh, and we talk about everybody. You know, I talk about a lot of relationships like that because it's so funny with me doing what I do. It's like when I meet people, a lot of people are intimidated, and then I meet people that, you know, it's weird. So on my Keith Bowen page, I talk about stuff like that and relationships because I talk to a lot of single guys that have their own business now. And we talk. And we said, you know, what you be looking for in a woman, you know, and I put stuff out there just to see. I get it from them to put it to see what the women say. Then I go back and tell them, I'll be like, you know, I go back and say, bro, that might work. But then you got some women that just, you know, they ain't gonna do nothing. They don't even know how to cook. You know what I'm saying? They want to go out all the time. You know, man, come on, man.
You know, hey, I'm not even gonna make no comment. We on that subject all day long. I'm not about to do that. We're gonna have to have you come back though. We're gonna have to talk about relationships.
Yeah, you know,
you throw out good points on your tip of the day. You throw out some good points, and it makes you go sometimes. But I think what I'm gonna try and do is get together, maybe 2 men and 2 women, or another woman, just have a powwow and talk about, especially for people like us who are considered middle age or whatever you want to call it. Being single in Vegas is not the easiest period, but when you're middle age, it's really not the easiest.
And then what's so funny, you meet people, right? You meet people and you be so excited for them, then you start talking to them.
Right.
Then you be like, for
Mm.
real? My mom always told me. My mama said, son, find a woman that take care of herself, help take care of her. She ain't say find a woman and take care of her. She ain't say that. She said find a woman. You heard me. I want y'all to listen.
Mm.
Find a woman that take care of herself and help take care of her. She ain't say go find some woman and help and take care of her and do all this stuff. For no. We don't do that.
Right.
We help each other build. We build with
That's
each other.
right.
You help each other. You know what I'm saying? You don't
That's
just people in that and my family members go to it. You get the guys and the girls that, oh, I love him and he's gonna do better and all that. But man, I figure after a couple of years, ain't nobody doing better. You know what I'm saying? You got and it happens. You know what I'm saying? Because
right.
what people do, they fall in love before they fall into anything else. You know what I'm saying?
True.
It's the thought. It's always the thought of the person that, you want to be with that person, but then you want a person to act the way you want to. And a lot of times that don't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Not
Everybody has their own personality. So now you got to figure out what you can take. It ain't no more. It ain't no more, you cool, I'm cool. What's your luggage right now? How's your credit? How's your credit? You know what I'm saying? You got any warrants? You got a driver's license? Shoot, you just gotta ask. I just asked, do you got a job? You got a job. As soon as somebody say they working for themselves, I don't see no business cards. Yeah, what you doing? School, you got to do something. If you ain't doing nothing, you got advice for everybody else. I got a couple of friends like that. He living at his mama's house, and every day he giving me advice about what I should be doing. I said, boy, nephew, he been at his mama house. He ain't never leaving his mama house. She ain't gonna never let him leave anyway. But but every day he got to tell me, Big Keith, you know what you should do? Yeah, and now I got him volunteering. I got him doing community service because I do community service now.
Okay.
So yeah, I do community service. So if kids need community service, I work with gang intervention.
Good to know.
I do a lot of stuff because I'm a nonprofit. Then let me tell you I'll tell you one story that I met a lady I was gonna give a job to, and my nephew told her if I hired her that I could help her with community service. So she took it upon herself to do her own community service and put my name on. Let me tell you. So she turned it in. She didn't even spell my name right. She don't put 16 hours in one day. I don't even be with me 16 hours in one day. Let me tell you. So she said, I don't even be. People got me half my day. I might get about 5 hours to me. Otherwise, I got my life is with everybody else. So listen, the people at the court called me and said, Big Keith, we got this community service thing came in, and this don't look like, because I got to do a whole, put my logo, everything on it. I've been doing this for 10 years. So they know it. So they sent it to me, and bless her heart. She just put it on it. Then, and then she had the nerve to call me after I told her she asked me could she do community service.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, and I let her do it too. I didn't just so I can pick at her. Yeah, come on. I made the judge make her do it with me now. Since you want to do it with me, now you're doing it with me. I don't throw nobody on the seat. Everybody, you gotta understand, everybody make mistakes. Everybody go through weird stuff. She thought it was a life or death, but it would have been easier just asking me.
Just to ask.
But and that's why I use that to my advantage, because see, look what happens when you try to be slick and do stuff not doing it the right way. Look what happened to you. Now, if I'd have been somebody else, I could have pressed charges. That's a felony. She's defrauding the court. You defrauding the court. It's past me now. You defraud the court because now you want them to believe that you did it. I'm out of it. So as soon as I said it wasn't me, they could have you could have went to jail.
Wow. Well, thank God you're a good person and you did.
I don't put nobody. I ain't trying to. Things like I said, things happen. As long as you ain't killing nobody and hurting no kids and stuff like that, I'm a bat for you. Because everybody has bad days. As long as you ain't killing nobody and doing stuff that where I can't excuse. But people have bad days. People make bad decisions. And some people don't get second chances.
Right. You're absolutely right.
And even with me, I talk to people on the phone and then they meet me and I was in the office for 30 minutes and they was looking for somebody else. And that's a true story. They thought I was somebody else. And when they figured out it was me sitting there with the jewelry on, with the sneakers and everything, they felt some type of way. And I said, thank you. I sat here for 30 minutes. I told them Big Keith was here. And they said, oh, we was looking for somebody else. So that could have went either way. That could have went me on the news. Because you know they can't wait to put me on the news. They just wait for me to do something. I'll be the first thing on.
All
They'll have my
right.
head. They'll have me on the news. My hair be messed up. My eyes be messed up. They'll be like, "Ah, bully buster." Nah, they'll never get me. I'm too old. Oh no, I take my time. Ain't no way y'all will catch me. I don't even got a traffic ticket. Y'all can't do no.
I,
I don't do nothing. I come
I know
home and
that's right. You
yeah.
ain't
So
gonna
only
have
thing I can
nothing
do
on
is help.
me.
No, only thing I can do is help. So I just try to give that energy and just try to keep people, you know, when around me, I try to give people, make them do stuff. You know, I give you
Yeah.
like make you want to do stuff. You know, when you're around me, you look at yourself. What I ask you, what do you want to do? Like, what's in your brain? You know, if you can
Yeah.
create something. When I talk to kids too. That's my other way. I'm like, if you can do something, what would you do? You know, I have to have their mind on something else. You got to always have their
Yeah.
mind, because if you keep their mind on the negative, you know what I'm saying? You got to get something from what you like doing. You know, a lot of them like to draw. There's a lot of things that they like doing. And that's when I create the
Right.
radio and other stuff, like the coloring book. A lot of kids do the pictures. A lot of kids that was
Right.
going through stuff. And then it was two of the bullies that helped produce the book. They was bullies.
Wow.
And
That's
they didn't even know
amazing.
they was bullies. See, you got to understand, I got to help everybody, because a lot of kids don't know they doing, you
It's
know,
true. It's
I
true.
can't just say just because you bullying somebody, I'm like, oh man, you got stuff you going through. So that means I
It's
had to do
so
both.
true.
So I got to do
Yeah.
both. I got to help the kid that's getting bullied, and then I got to come over and deal with you too.
It's
So
very true.
I got to have that conversation. I can't just trust me. If I was just doing it one way, I wouldn't be this far in it, or
Right.
people wouldn't use me. I have to be able to touch everything. I have to be able to help. Well, that first thing they would say was like, Big Keith, you just helped that person. What about the bully? He still goes to somebody else. No, we did that. We did that. Their whole mindset, when I deal with them in that situation, most of their kids' mindset is on something else. So that means
Right.
that's 2 kids out of 100. That's 2 kids out of 100 that I've seen that's doing something different. And I'm proud of that. I ain't gonna be
Right.
able to help all the kids. I'm not coming in saying I'm getting ready to help all the kids, because some kids I'll be like, whoo, boy, you going to jail. Bruh,
It's
you
true.
can't keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can't help everybody. I'm not trying to say that I'm gonna bless you on your
You got
head
it.
and you gonna make it
Right.
through. There's some kids I had to back off, but just for my personal, being as how I am with my spirit. Because I gotta have my spirit gotta be good too. And if I don't feel it in my
Absolutely.
heart that you want, and some people you gotta let them go and let them,
Yeah.
they gotta fall, then they gotta come back. Some people gotta go through their own stuff. You
Right.
can tell people stuff all day until they really go
Right.
through it, and then they gotta come back and be ready. Because if they ain't ready, we can be talking all day, and I ain't gonna be
It's
talking
true.
to you and I know you ain't ready. I'd rather let you go and go do what you're gonna do and come back, because me
And we'll
talking to
fix
you and
it.
you ain't ready. No, yeah. Then we'll do it.
Yeah,
Then you'll
we'll
see it.
fix it.
You'll see it.
Yeah.
So
So Keith, we gonna have to get out of here. And you listen.
bam, I
You
got you.
you said we couldn't do it, and we didn't. So
No,
we did it, but we didn't.
I ain't good. I ain't good at lying.
You ain't good
I
at
ain't good at
lying at
lying.
all.
I ain't good at lying. I ain't good. I knew
Thank
this was
you
gonna
so
happen.
much,
Then you start
Keith.
talking. Then everybody else that's listening, they need it. Nobody hasn't seen me or talked to me in years.
In a
And
long
they just see,
time.
yeah, they just see all the stuff that I post. Now they see why I posted it, what's it for. And like I said, you guys support those kids when I post it. Share it. You know what I'm saying? Because who knows who might need it. It ain't even got. You might share it to
Absolutely.
somebody, and there's so many things, and we help in all kinds of ways. Even when it's food, therapy, houses. I
Yes.
know everybody, so you can call me real estate.
Yes.
I know people, cars. We know everything. So it's in the 211. I'm like addiction. I'm like in the
Absolutely.
directory. You call me and I'm one stop, and I'll help you.
Right
Trust
on.
me. If I don't know it, I don't know it. I'll call Mr. Jeremy or one of y'all people. I'll find out who I need to know. I get anything I need. I got too many people.
There you go. There you go. Well, thank you so much, Keith, for being here. I really appreciate you. And the work you do in our community is just amazing. A lot of people don't know what you do. They think you just do the bully busters, but you do a lot of other
Yeah.
things. So,
Yeah, we got the clothing store. I got a clothing store, general population on the west side, 1021 Owens right there on the west. And I got the studio across the street where the kids do all their there's sounds and stuff. And a lot of kids that used to hang on the street, now they go in that studio on the weekends, and I keep them off the street, and they barbecue, they do music. And now I done created a record label that now I got a lot of kids that rappers that now they taking it as a business.
That's
I'm helping them. I got kids getting LLCs so they can put shirts in the shop. I'm helping. Like I told them, you can't put no shirts in the shop. If you ain't got an LLC, I'm not gonna let you put shirts in the shop, because that means you hustling backwards. You got to start from the bottom, get an LLC, and now you get paid. When you get paid from the store, it's in your business name. I'm not gonna be giving Ray a check.
Right.
Ray Pookie. I'm not Ray Pookie on the check. No, your company name gonna be on it, and you're gonna tell people it's a business. And that's what I'm just trying to do with the kids. Even with them putting their money and putting their stuff, and all the stuff that's in the store, is a lot of people that got shirts, but they got LLCs. They got their own little brands in there, and I gave them the opportunity. And I don't make no money off the store. I don't make too much. I make enough to pay the store, but it's just that they have the outlet where they can send people, and they come and work it. I don't have to work it. Then on Saturdays, I do food. You can come get some boxes of food. So if you need food on Saturdays, you can stop by the store. I got about 40 or 30 boxes that I get with milk and everything in there. You can come get food. And if the people that need clothes, I always give T-shirts. If I see somebody, I dress people. I dress more people than I sell my stuff.
That's all right,
but
though.
you can come.
Keep doing.
You can come and catch. I'm like the old man that sit outside the stove. Like the old man in the barbershop. I'm the old man at the stove. So I sit outside. Been too hot. Look at my suntan. I got kind of dark. I'm like kind of chocolate. But I've been sitting out in the sun lately. People don't know how I'm doing it. But sun is good for you. That's vitamin what? Vitamin D,
it is.
C, D. So I'm shining. Look.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, sir. We're gonna
I love you.
Get out of here.
I love you.
I
love you. Thank you.
We're gonna have to get together sometime soon, though. Okay, because we got some things.
Stop by the school when you ready. Stop by the school. I'm there Monday through Friday. Anybody want to come and do a tour, they can come see the radio station. Come watch the kids. It's at the 100 Academy of Excellence, right behind the 2341 Comstock. If you want to just come in and see what the kids do, just come on in the front, ask for me. You'll see my truck outside. And like I said, I'm out. I do crossing guard in the morning, and I let them out at night. So you see me in the morning, get them in. I take the kids in school, and I let them out. I'm in the traffic.
All right.
So love you guys. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Thanks
everybody for tuning in and hanging with us. Hey, everybody for hanging with us, y'all. Yay. Go Shorty. Go Shorty.
I have to do some quick housekeeping real quick. I'm going to let you go, but I will be in touch with you in the next day or so, okay? We need to talk about some things.
All right. I got you. Baby. Love you.
Love you.
See you guys later. I told her I wasn't gonna be off there. She ain't believe me. I told her I wasn't gonna.
You gotta mute your mic.
Oh. Oh
bye,
Lord, thank God, because the next one was getting ready to be Beekeeper. Where are you?
Lord.
Are you there?
Bye, Keith.
Bye.
Wow. He took over my whole podcast, but I ain't mad about it. He gave us some great information. Great storyteller. He's just an amazing guy. He's fun to hang out with. So quick, some housekeeping. Want to do some announcements, and I want to put some plugs in. And Tamala, I see you are still on with me. Thank you for hanging with me, baby. So my baby's birthday was on Monday, and Tamala Booker posted some lemon pound cakes and bundt cakes on Facebook on Saturday, I believe it was, and I had to call her. She fixed those in less than 24 hours. I went and picked them up, and when I tell you they were fire, I'm going to give you Miss Tamala's information. Tamala's information is Chef Queen Tam's Catering. And Tamala, I'm telling them, why don't you put in the comments your information, because I'm just reading it off. She's the head chef of Chef Queen Tam's Catering. She has her own catering business. Her number is 702-609-1895. Again, that number is 702-609-1895. 1895. And I'm saying 60, but it's 609. I went to one of them schools. But anyway, she can also be emailed. You can email her Tamela Booker, TAMELABOOKER 2018 at gmail.com. You could also find her on Instagram at Tamela.Booker and Facebook at Chef Queen Tam, TAM. That is Miss Tamela's information. She doesn't just bake, she cooks. So she will cook you a whole Sunday dinner. So give my girl Tamela a call. She is amazing and wonderful caterer. The other thing is, I want to just let you know that there are tickets still available for the Cool Jazz Smooth Soul Festival featuring Norman Brown, Denise Williams, Jeff Lorber, Lenny Williams, Ronnie Laws, and many more. That's October 16th at the AMP at Craig Ranch. Tickets are available at tix.com. Again, the festival for Cool Jazz Smooth Soul is October 16th, featuring Norman Brown, Denise Williams, Jeff Lorber, and more. You can get tickets at tix.com. The other one is, I did want to let you know about October. October, I'm still working on everything, but I just kind of want to give everybody a heads up. October is going to be a very, very, I'm going to need everybody to just kind of communicate. We're going to do a lot of talking. We're going to do a lot of talking on domestic violence. So I love the way that you guys just kind of come in and throw, your comments in and your questions and whatnot. So October, we're going to really get deep down into this thing because it's really serious. I'm doing a lot of research, and Nevada is the worst. Okay. Las Vegas is the worst. So we're going to get down to that. I totally encourage any and everybody who has a friend or family member that is dealing with domestic violence, whether you know it or supposed to know it, they don't want you to know it, encourage them to watch the show. And I'll be posting everything a couple of days prior so that it gives you a heads up and also some time to inform those people to just chime in, because I'm going to be giving away some information that they could use. So that's going to conclude our show tonight. Keith just took over my show. We're going to redo this again some other time. Next week. Same time, take place next week, okay? We're going to come back next week and do this all over again. I appreciate all of you guys hanging in there and tuning in tonight. Thank you so much. Please, if you come in after the show is over, just remember to hashtag replay. Let me know you were here. And don't forget to share. Just because the show's over doesn't mean you don't have to share. Just share, okay? I love you guys with the love of God. You guys have a blessed and wonderful night. I am Demi Hendrix, and this is Real Talk. Smooches.